All right, so this is also a two-part video. So we'll just we'll do an overview of the more section, and then I'll show you how to do it on In Contact. All right, so let's see. So I put more stuff because yes, there's more and more stuff. It seems like it just never ends, but I promise we're almost done. So in Contact or Max Agent, there are a few other sections that you'll see when you click on More, and More is located at the very bottom of Max Agent and with the three dots, and it says More. If you click on it, it will give you a few options. There's information, settings, event, feedback, and then help, right? So in the information section, you'll have access to the network status. You'll be able to reload an application or you could just press F5. So this usually happens like if your Max agent is acting weird, maybe it's glitching a little bit, um, or maybe you're even having sound issues, whatever the case might be, you can click on reload application or you can press F5 instead of logging out and logging back in, and we'll do the same thing. All right. And then also in the information section, you'll be able to see your agent name, username, and telephone number. I specifically use this section if I continue to get like refused calls. So if I get a call and instead of me being able to answer it, if it goes into a code that says refused and I'm unable to answer the call, that usually means that my telephone number is wrong. So before I log out before I log out of Max Agent, I double check that. So I click on information, and in that information log, you'll see your name, your username, but you'll also see the your telephone number that you put in there, and also the number that um, the person sees if you were to make an outbound call and call them, okay? All right. And just remember that the caller does not know that you're working from home. They don't know what number you're calling from or anything like that. The only number they see is the direct number for 211 Virginia. That is it. Okay. So also in the more stuff section is settings, and under settings you'll be able to change the color theme, glance sensitivity, and network warnings. You'll also be able to change the accessibility and the AV notifications. AV notifications are super important. These are especially if you're going to be handling chat and text, you need to have all of these on. Once you figure out what you don't like and what you do like, you can change it. But definitely the audible alerts should be on and working. Another thing to keep in mind is that a Max Agent does not work well with Internet Explorer. It works best with Chrome, so you want to just really focus on Chrome. If you have Firefox, it may work with that. You can try it, but again, it works best with Chrome. Do not use Internet Explorer with Max Agent. All right. Another tab that is in the more stuff section or the more section is event. We don't really use that. The only time we use the event section is when we're going to log a feedback. But basically, the event section is great because it tells you everything that has occurred since you have logged into Max Agent. And the feedback log is when you log an issue. So if your Max Agent is again acting weird, or maybe it won't allow you to take any calls, maybe you weren't able to log on earlier, you always want to log a feedback, okay? And then the other little section is a tab that says help. If you click on the little help button, which is located in multiple areas in Max Agent, it will send you to will populate a web browser with the information in that section. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. All right. And then, as I stated, the feedback. So if you experience a problem, Max Agent, you can use the feedback feature to report the issue to an administrator. In Contact does not actively monitor this, so really what happens is it goes to me or Margaret or another supervisor or tech support, and then we push it up. So we'll talk a little bit about the feedback log in our next training. All right, thank you for viewing. See you in a moment.